From a flaming truck in China that raced to the closest fire station, and an 18-wheeler that dragged this red sedan down a highway in California, to an army of monkeys in Thailand who have taken over this small city, and a hurricane in Puerto Rico that knocked out a steel bridge. Here are 15 of the most unbelievable road moments caught on camera. The Cajon Pass is a barren stretch of land in Southern California, between the San Bernardino Mountains to the east and the San Gabriel Mountains to the west. Drivers heading from LA to Las Vegas know the area well, as I-15 takes them through the pass. On April 19th of 2017, Brian Steimke was heading home when he noticed something unbelievable on I-15. A red sedan had become lodged in the rear left end of a tractor trailer. The driver was still inside, trying desperately to get the trucker's attention.
They're dragging the car. They don't know what's going on here. Look at that. That's on the freeway going up the Cajon Pass. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, Brian drops his phone as he tries pulling over to investigate. According to reports, the driver of a silver Scion overtook the truck and slowed down to stop it. The move worked, and Brian asked the truck driver some hard-hitting questions.
Wow. He drugged the guy. Why were you driving so far? Dude, the guy's in your car.
I didn't know it.
What do you didn't know it, dude? He's on your truck. You need to get out of your truck right now. He's literally on your truck.
Miraculously, the 34-year-old driver in the red sedan was unharmed. As for the truck driver, he claims he never saw or heard the man, even as he dragged him over 3/4 of a mile. As the story goes, our truck driver was hauling 50,000 pounds of carrots and heading north on I-15. He came upon a slower-moving tractor trailer and began merging into the other lane to pass. That's when he struck the red sedan, who was also trying to go around. According to police, the truck driver was not impaired or overtired. They chalked it up to a freak accident and never filed any criminal charges. Lopburi, Thailand has a major monkey problem. The city, home to about 58,000 people, is overrun by an army of crab-eating macaques. Most of them live in the center, near the old religious temples, but they're known to invade the local streets and smaller neighborhoods. The city hosts a special event to honor the monkey population every year. It's often called the Monkey Birthday Party, the Monkey Picnic, or the Monkey Festival. It typically occurs on the last Sunday in November and involves a full buffet for the local macaques. During the 2021 festival, someone thought setting off fireworks was a good idea. If you've ever seen your dog on the 4th of July, you can probably assume what happened next. Many Lopburi locals believe the monkeys bring the city good luck. They've become a part of everyday life and even have designated feeding times. They've learned to live among the people, but can still be aggressive and rob you if you're not paying attention. As of 2024, about 2,500 monkeys live in Lopburi. Officials have tried luring the troublesome ones into cages, but many have proven too smart. They watch their friends fall for the trap and know enough not to fall for it themselves. Because of their intelligence, home and business owners have had to monkey-proof their buildings. This involves installing screen wire over the windows or simply screwing them shut. Still, these macaques have a way of getting inside. It isn't uncommon to wake up and find one stealing food from the cabinets. Speeding can only get you in trouble. Just ask these two Russian dudes who went around a tight turn way too fast. It's unclear where or when this video took place. All we know is they remained extremely calm for two guys who turned their car into a boat. Unfortunately, the video ends before they exit the car. It looks like they were drifting toward the side, so hopefully they got caught in the marsh and didn't sink. According to experts, the first thing you should do in this situation is unbuckle and open your windows. Get out as soon as possible and make sure to assist children before helping yourself. Do not wait for the vehicle to fill up with water. It's a common misconception that you want to equalize pressure in the car. This may add a dramatic effect in movies, but it'll cost you your life in reality. Boiling Springs, South Carolina is a small town in Spartanburg County. It's home to about 8,500 people living roughly 9 miles outside the central city. It's also home to a YouTuber named Citrus Elmo, who became a local celebrity and hero overnight. It was a stifling 94-degree day in early October of 2019. Elmo was heading home on his bike when he noticed smoke rising above his neighborhood. He hit the throttle and sped up, pleading with his neighbors to call 911. When he arrived, he found a raging fire, a scared old lady, and a pathetic garden hose.
Oh my God. Call the cops, call the cops. Any kids? Any kids in the house? Anybody in the house?
No, I don't know. I live here. I don't know.
I don't think that's good. I'll try to see it. Here, let me see. I don't think it's gonna do much. It's kinked. It's kinked. Unkink it. Wherever it should be unkinked somewhere. Turn the valve left. Oh my God. I'm a firefighter now. Forget about motorcycling. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. They've called the fire department. Yeah, keep coming. Let's go ahead. Oh, I don't know. Is this even doing anything? Well, I guess it's getting fire off of this. Is there a gate? Oh my God. Dude, yeah, hey, come here. We need to get buckets of water so it doesn't get to the house. Spray this so it doesn't get to your house. Spray all the grass.
Yeah, everybody down.
Oh my God, it's hot. How did this happen? Yeah.
849-7331.
Can't let it get to the house. Oh my God, that's hot. That is so hot. I'm surprised my camera isn't melting right now. Am I the only one here out of everybody? Are you kidding me? Is the fire department here? Woo! I'm burning. I'm burning.
This video gives new meaning to the phrase St. Elmo's fire. His neighbor is lucky Citrus Elmo was riding by when he did. It took a few minutes for someone to contact the fire department and several more minutes for anyone to arrive. Even when they finally got there, Elmo still found himself involved. He undid a kink in the fire hose and helped the captain drape it over the fence. According to Elmo, the fire started because his neighbor was burning some weeds in the backyard. He left the fire unattended, and it eventually spread to his pavilion. Thankfully, the main house was undamaged and nobody got hurt. Utuado, Puerto Rico is a small town in the mountainous region of Cordillera Central. Although it's located in the middle of the island, it's still vulnerable to hurricanes and tropical storms off the Atlantic Ocean. In 2017, Hurricane Maria struck the island, destroying a bridge over the Guanica River. As it recovered, the town built a new metal bridge as a placeholder until they could repair the damaged one. Unfortunately, they never got around to doing so. On September 18th of 2022, Hurricane Fiona came knocking. It overflowed the Guanica River and quickly destroyed the temporary bridge. Fiona knocked out power to 1.5 million people across the island. Floodwaters destroyed several homes and businesses and mirrored horrifying memories from past storms. When Maria struck in 2017, it was the deadliest natural disaster ever to hit a U.S. territory. Hurricane Fiona made landfall almost exactly 5 years later. It's only fitting that she washed away the Guanica River. It's unclear where the town stands on rebuilding the bridge. According to officials, the temporary bridge was built to last for 75 years. Aurora, Illinois is a large city split between Kane and DuPage counties, about 40 miles west of Chicago. It's home to roughly 180,000 people, making it the second largest city in the state. It also hosts the annual La Carne Asada, an organized stunt motorcycle ride through the city. July 31st of 2016 marked the 9th annual Carne Asada event. Unfortunately, things went haywire around lunchtime when an angry truck driver decided to overtake all the bikers. The truck driver, 44-year-old Joe Hernandez, claims one of the bikers kicked his truck long before the video began. He was just trying to escape, but quickly found himself surrounded by an angry mob at the intersection. But instead of calmly moving his truck, Joe seemingly tried to use it like a battering ram.
Back up, back up. What the f, man?
Now, there are two versions of this story. The first is the version you just saw, where it appears that Joe was full of road rage and tried to injure the stunt bike team. The other version, according to the police, doesn't paint our bikers in the best light. Before encountering Joe, Aurora police tried stopping a small group of bikers for driving recklessly. They refused to pull over, and one of them allegedly blocked the squad car so his buddies could speed away. Technically, these stunt rides are illegal. Bikers will crowd the streets, perform tricks, and run red lights to stick together. They don't have permission from the city. There are simply too many for the police to stop it. They claim Joe was the aggressor, but he claims he was only defending himself. When it seems like everyone is breaking the law, it's hard to know who to believe. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia occupies most of the Arabian Peninsula. It's technically the fifth largest country in Asia, covering roughly 830,000 square miles. Much of that landscape is arid desert, making it ripe for large sandstorms and dust devils. One of those dust devils appeared on April 25th of 2024. A local man stood his ground in a parking lot and recorded as the twister flung loose objects across the road. He only retreated inside when it seemed like the storm was heading right for him. It's unclear how long this dust devil was on the ground. Thankfully, they rarely get strong enough to cause severe damage. If anything, they'll pick up a few rocks and dent your car. Still, you wouldn't want to be caught in the middle of one. Our cameraman did the smart thing by getting inside his garage. Hopefully, the storm didn't harm those precious oil trucks. Some drivers are just plain stupid. Take this driver in Atlanta, for example, who decided to flee the scene of a highway crash after losing one tire. Our cameraman was driving outside the city when he witnessed the crash and followed the driver. He recorded as sparks began flying from the offending car. If he didn't know better, he might think this driver was asleep at the wheel.
What the f***?
Unfortunately, the video ends before we get any closure. It looks like the driver had some semblance of control over their car as they could change lanes and avoid other drivers. You can also see where the hood is dented, suggesting they crashed long before this video began. It's unclear what happened next or who was behind the wheel. We're assuming they didn't make it very far on three wheels. All the police had to do was follow the trail of sparks leading to their car. West Sumatra is a large province on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Like much of Southeast Asia, it's highly landslide-prone due to frequent earthquakes and heavy rain. On May 17th of 2024, locals riding their motorcycles along a curved mountain road recognized the telltale signs of an imminent landslide. They stopped and tried warning people not to pass under the mountain. Unfortunately, this tanker driver didn't get the hint.
Moro. Pwede na krakis ko lang inyo, krakis ko po mo.
Any slight delay or hesitation, and our trucker would have been a goner. Thankfully, he narrowly escaped the landslide and emerged from a tree that had landed on his truck. Indonesian landslides have fluctuated over the past 6 years. In 2019, close to 1,500 were reported across the country. That figure fell to 577 in 2020, only to spike to over 1,300 in 2021. As for 2022 and 2023, annual landslides haven't topped 650. Let's hope they keep going down. Desheng, China is a county-level city in Jiangxi province. It's home to about 300,000 people and a quick-thinking driver who saved his truck from burning down. It was Christmas Day of 2023. Our driver was making a routine delivery of pine tar when his cargo suddenly combusted. Lucky for him, he knew the fire station was close by. Assuming he didn't hit any red lights, he should be able to make it there before the fire spread to his cab. Traffic cams and cell phone footage captured this harrowing journey from start to finish. First, our fire truck comes screaming by a civilian filming on their cell phone. Someone's dash cam picks it up as it crosses an intersection, and cameras outside the fire station catch it pulling in at the last second. Thankfully, the driver called ahead and our firefighters were ready with their hoses. Once the fire was out, firefighters learned that the driver was carrying about 7 tons of pine tar worth roughly 70,000 yuan. He only noticed when he stopped at a light and saw smoke billowing behind his truck. That's when a man on a scooter rode up and told him he was on fire. Nobody knows what caused the fire in the first place. It could have been as simple as a cigarette flicked into the wrong place at the wrong time. On February 7th of 2024, Corey Mercier and Trenton Johnson, both 21, decided to steal a U-Haul truck in Colcord, Oklahoma. Arkansas State Police got the call when this thieving duo crossed the border after allegedly striking another civilian vehicle on the way. Dashcams inside this police cruiser captured the tail end of the chase as Corey and Trenton survived a pit maneuver and wiggled free from police. They weaved through traffic without any regard for public safety. Our officer had no choice but to risk his life to protect others.
Copy.
Direction southbound.
Copy, copy.
You able to DVR or no? No, not yet. We're southbound here, so it's getting big man. TVR.
Medicals en route. Airbag.
I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, buddy?
I'm good.
Okay, come on.
I'm good.
You alright?
I'm good.
Thankfully, our officer was okay when his partners checked on him. Meanwhile, Corey and Trenton were arrested off camera and charged with a long list of crimes. If grand theft auto and fleeing weren't already bad enough, police found multiple weapons, a machete, and 2 Molotov cocktails inside the stolen van. It's unclear what their intentions were. We can only say that Arkansas State Police likely stopped them before they did something terrible. According to Xavier Cummings, he was on a top-secret joint mission between the CIA and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They allegedly told him to steal a cop car in Cocoa, Florida, and led police on a high-speed chase through multiple counties. It should have ended on May 6th of 2021, after a Volusia County Sheriff's deputy pit-maneuvered the stolen cop car, forcing it off the road and into the woods. Cummings, however, wasn't about to give up on his mission. It takes guts to steal a cop car. This 33-year-old wound up stealing 2.
just got going, bro. Watch him. Throw to me. Coming out the driver's side.
Y'all do not walk up on this car. We got enough people up here. Dog! Press the dog! He's on the move again in a Coco K9 Explorer going north on 95.
Hey, get behind the car. Oh, you kidding me?
Okay, we got units coming up just south of Dunlawton. It's the only vehicle coming at you, center lane, blue lights on. Only vehicle, about 3 seconds out.
Weapons accessible in the cab. Any other vehicle dealing with them, block your doors.
Alright, we gotta stick in.
Alright. Delta 32 has eyes northbound.
Not only do the police look incompetent, but they also have a massive problem on their hands. Xavier is obviously under the influence of drugs. They know he was causing problems at a hotel in Coco, which is where they first encountered him. Their main concern is that there are weapons in the K9 SUV. Xavier was already armed with a large can of police-issue pepper spray. They feared what he might do with a loaded weapon. While police scrambled for their cars back at the scene, a helicopter was able to keep pace with Xavier. It captured the moment when sheriff's deputies successfully spike-stripped the stolen SUV and kept filming as the car lost control and crashed into the median.
We need a canine up here, Mike. Where you at? Passing Williamson. Alright, he's braking for the median, guys. He's braking for the median. Braking for the median. Everybody slow down. Don't ball up here.
It's underneath the wires. Underneath the wires. In the median.
Temple, there's going to be a K9 in the signal 10.
10-3, 10-3.
We got one thrown down on the ground.
Police swarmed and arrested Xavier, who began ranting about how he was FBI and CIA. Most of what he said was incoherent, leading police to believe he was high on drugs and suffering a severe mental health episode. Here's a small snippet of what they heard while checking him for weapons.
Vicky, Courtney, St. Bell Covers, Dennis Jones Covers, Larry Baldwell, St. Trooper, F-17 FPL, Florida Patrol Economics, DOT, Department of Transportation, Blue, Never say go, go say true, Stone Cold Steve Austin, say help me. They say look.
Unfortunately, Stone Cold Steve Austin can't help him out of this one. Xavier was arrested and charged with 2 counts of grand theft auto, 2 counts of stealing a firearm, and several traffic violations. While he will need to answer for his crimes, we hope Mr. Cummings eventually gets the mental health help he needs. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.